Hello, Internet!
Hello!
Welcome to Milky Way News. This is Season 2, Episode 2. My name is Hunter Blazer, here today with...
Matt!
Baker's Dozen.
The guy on the left.
Classic. You're on the right to them, though.
Well, it's gonna be flipped because it's a camera. So
I'm on your left.
Now,
But you're on my right.
we are back on another glorious Monday. It's a nice, drowsy Monday. I don't know if drowsy is the word, but it's raining. It's Monday.
Drowsy.
It's just...
Muggy.
It's kind of nice. It's a good day to sit inside and watch a podcast.
It's a lovely day.
We are not live streaming this one, but in a few hours we will be live streaming our E3 coverage to date. You can't really stay tuned for that, but if you want to watch it, go watch it right after this video. What have you guys been up to?
Not shit.
Okay?
I work.
Yeah. Me too.
Do you work?
Maybe a sandwich? Yeah.
Anyway.
I drove through a vicious storm this weekend, yesterday,
Were
as a
you
matter of fact.
You in the West Metro?
No, but I was driving back from Winona.
Okay. Yeah.
And middle of the way, all of a sudden you just see like the darkest, the most luminous clouds you could ever think of, and just heading straight for that. Then all of a sudden there's lightning all over around me, and I'm just terrified.
That
it was extreme.
Yeah.
Though.
That was a
It
freak
fun.
storm. I heard 150 million in damage just in the Metro.
Oh yeah, well they had to have snow plows to get rid of the hail.
In Coon Rapids, yeah. That was nuts.
Yeah, that's insane.
Gerardo, how about you?
I got a haircut and I shaved.
It's a new man.
Wait, who are
Man.
you?
I'm the
Did I just
Mexican
do
guy
that?
that's in this
How dare you.
podcast.
Is that all you got?
Yeah, I've been working, going to school,
Yeah.
taking summer courses. Well, one summer course.
Cool. I have a few things to share. Now,
Please don't show us your dick.
not yet. Now, the first one you're all invited to if you want to come. In August.
Birthday party.
Yeah. August birthday party for my
At
birthday in
Chuck E.
February.
Cheese.
Yeah.
So August 20th, I will be headed to Nashville for the solar eclipse. I don't know if any of you can make it. It's going to be a cheap trip.
When?
August 21st is the eclipse. I'm going there the 20th to the 22nd. So I
Maybe.
spend the full day there. So yeah, the path so solar eclipse is visible in all of North America, but the path of totality, where you can see the full eclipse, Nashville is the only cool place to go see it, really. So, because everywhere else is like the middle of bumfuck nowhere. So, gonna go.
News for you.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, ThronesCon, it's in Nashville, but it's June 30th.
Okay. I will not go then. Unfortunately, that's okay.
I would.
That's when it
really
is?
looking forward to
Yeah.
going.
Because we didn't know when the
I don't
dates
think I
were.
can
If it was the
afford it.
same
Damn.
weekend.
Dang flabbit.
But all right. So yeah, if you guys want to come to Nashville, two of my friends from New Zealand said they're going to meet me down there for it. That went on the trip with me, so kind of like a mini reunion.
Okay.
But yeah, solar eclipse. I'll make some sort of video about it. Just like I've never seen one. It'll be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'll
that would
put
be
that
cool.
down as a definite maybe.
Yeah. I appreciate if you guys can. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
We could do an episode down there.
It would totally
That
be
would be
fun.
fun. In
Yes.
Nashville.
Yesterday morning, I was officially accepted into my Israel program.
Nice.
So
Jew.
yeah. So no. So I was
That happened.
pretty like a few years ago when I was thinking about studying
It's
abroad.
not a hard J, by the way.
That's good.
I don't mean
soft,
it.
Soft's okay.
It's a
Yeah.
soft J. It's not a hard J.
So I never thought I'd be able to do all three places, but now Israel, and I'm definitely gonna travel before and after Israel, like on the way there, on the way back. And I was looking at tickets today. On the way there, if I stay in Amsterdam for a few days, Dubai for a few days, and then go to Israel, all of the plane tickets are less than $1,000. So that'll be a good deal. And on the way back, Germany and Italy probably, and then I'd go to like Egypt when I'm there. But yeah, it's happening. That's really exciting. What else is going on? I finally bought Horizon Zero Dawn.
Have you played it?
I put 5 hours in the first like 2 days. I haven't played it since. It's been like 5 days since I played it. I played Overwatch all weekend. It's really fun. It reminds me of Tomb Raider. The hype. I mean, no, like I don't regret buying it at all. Last year when we were watching it come out, I expected to like it more, but it's still really fun.
Okay.
I was just working too. Thanks for getting me lunch today.
Yeah.
That was a nice deal.
You're welcome.
Thank you guys for being here today.
You're
You're
welcome.
welcome.
Summer's
You're
going
welcome.
great. I'm excited to go camping with you guys.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
It's
Me too.
Close.
Even though I'm not going.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
because you weren't invited.
Thank
Oh,
you.
I was, but I don't like camping.
No, you weren't invited.
You asked me if I wanted to come.
To be fair, I think because he knew your answer was no.
He's like, "Good, he won't hate me."
Lucas,
I don't think Hunter really cares about my opinion.
who are you? I don't like you.
About anyone's opinion.
Now, Lucas, you're not watching this today. You're probably
Well, like
watching
today,
this
but you
Whenever
are
it's
watching
finished.
it.
You're
You'll probably watch it
probably
next Friday.
Third. No, I have
Today's a relative term, so he is
No,
watching it
tomorrow's a
today, the
relative
day he's
term.
watching it.
Lucas, today's Wednesday, and you're watching this. Okay, that's the deadline now.
Wednesday? Okay. Well,
Yeah.
how will he know?
Soon.
Because he'll be watching it on Wednesday.
Is it going to be up by Wednesday?
Yeah.
Today is either Monday
Yeah.
through Sunday.
So
and
this is
you're
going to sound
watching
really
this.
weird when it's up on Wednesday, and we're talking about, is it going to be up on Wednesday?
Lucas, today is the day. Now,
Today is today.
Today is the day that you are listening to us talk about you listening
now,
to this.
everyone,
today.
our friend Lucas, who has been our best patron so far, Milky Way News, is cordially invited to be on episode or debate number 2 next Monday. We will be debating. We'll announce it at the end of the episode today. But Lucas, you're welcome to join us. And if time allows it, Milky Way News is also going to try our first live stream of Dungeons and Dragons with our other friends, Alex and Colin. Colin will be Dungeon Master, and what is that?
It's me thinking, like, ooh.
Yeah, if it works
Thinking
out,
twice.
hopefully.
But a
Fierce
lot.
face.
Like a lot.
So next Monday with Lucas, doing our debate, possibly after live streaming our first Dungeons and Dragons thing.
I'm excited.
It'll be really fun. Our friend Colin he came to us with the idea, and he has, I guess they call books that he has.
Campaigns.
2 campaigns. So we'll figure out from there. And if we end up doing it more than once, then Danny can. Yeah.
Hi.
Then again, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Any other big announcements before we get going on the news?
I want to crack open a cold one with you guys.
Are we the boys?
Oh,
the next
our official
with you
sponsor.
guys.
Our official earthly sponsor.
Unofficial sponsor.
Flankers?
Is Germany.
Not
You're
Belgium.
The nation of Germany that Hunter said that he might be going to.
I might go because I have to do a meeting with our sponsor for like business stuff.
Yeah.
Can you say hi to Angela?
I got them
Yeah,
started in
Angela.
2015 when I was there, and I said, "Hey, in 2 years, do you want to sponsor a podcast?" And they said, "Yeah." So they're official.
Yeah, we're gonna hammer out the royalties and agreements and stuff.
Yes.
I get a crown.
Now, the Minnesota craft industry has just flooded us with unofficial requests to be the unofficial sponsor of Milky Way News.
Right.
This week, we have Bauhaus?
Bauhaus.
Bauhaus,
How?
What is Bajas?
a Bohemian
Bauhaus.
Pilsner brewed out of Minneapolis. Now,
Rep-
I know where that is. That's over there.
I think this has to be one of the coolest labels or cans ever.
It's like an arrow going up.
Very, very contemporary. I like the back of it.
I think the word is actually modern.
There you go. Modern. We're all, I guess no one's gonna end up with a beer. That's my prediction. They're all gonna end up somewhere else. There we go.
It's 5.4 alcohol volume, so
That's really good.
that's good for a beer.
Yeah. That guy. You get 2 this time. Hi, Hunter.
I get you.
Ow! I don't have fingernails this week.
Now, I don't think I've had a Bohemian Pilsner before.
Safety first.
What's Bohemia?
You gotta tap the sides.
What are you doing, kid?
So doesn't spray everywhere. All over my carpet.
All I got was bubbles.
Obligatory slurp.
This is good.
Oh, I got it on your pooter.
All right, everyone. Matt, open your beer. Can you not laugh this time?
Stop spraying beer on my computer.
Matt, control yourself.
I inhaled it. It
All
tastes
right.
so good I inhaled it.
To Bauhaus and episode 2.
Episode 2.
Boss.
That's really good.
Love.
It's
pretty good.
That is pretty good.
No, if we were ranking these, Liftbridge is way on the bottom.
Number 1.
Dude, you're just gonna dog on our unofficial sponsor like that?
Hey, they dropped us. All right.
Yeah.
They unofficially dropped us.
Alright, that's fair. Unofficially dropped us as their unofficial sponsor.
No, this is,
well, okay,
this
never
is
mind.
Really good.
I like this.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know what makes Bohemian Pilsner, but it tastes like a lot of beers.
It tastes like
Well, I mean,
Most-
it's beer.
Most beers are either a
Oh,
pilsner
yeah.
or a lager.
it tastes like sharp cheddar in a can.
I did just buy a case of Coronas 2 days ago, and because
Coronas.
the
What's
hockey
that?
game yesterday.
I think
I
Corona.
wanted to get drunk while watching
Corona's a
hockey.
Oh,
pilsner.
that's another big update. Well, not big.
Oh, wait, let's talk about sports?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Pittsburgh Penguins, City of Champions, just won Game 6 in Smashville.
And how much was that? 5 minutes or something like that?
They scored with 3 minutes left and
Yeah.
like a minute left.
Well, yeah, the empty
Yeah.
netter, but
yeah,
there
shutout
was no
the
score
entire
game
way.
until 3 minutes left.
Yeah, just fantastic.
That was insane.
And when I get to Smashville in a few months, I'm gonna go.
Smashville.
That's what they call it.
Smashville.
That. Okay.
Are you gonna throw a catfish on the ice?
I'm gonna throw a catfish at the building and just like flick it off. Like, you guys lost Stanley Cup.
That's rude.
Well, they lost, so they're ruined.
Well, they
Now,
lost.
Pittsburgh Steelers, 5 Super Bowls.
6.
Pittsburgh Pirates, 6. Pittsburgh Pirates, 5. Penguins, 5. It is a city of champs. And now, in a few hours, Game 6 of the basketball finals. Golden State's gonna win, I believe.
Yeah.
Now, did you watch the hockey game?
Like the second half of it.
Okay, so amazing game, and then some people were complaining that it was a cheap goal, but I mean a goal is a goal. They it went off the goalie. It's unfortunate that it happened because it wasn't the most elaborate goal,
Yeah.
but it was a fun win. And the only thing I'm pissed about is Crosby won the Conn Smythe Trophy when it should have been Getzel, who's from Woodbury, Minnesota, and a rookie,
Woo!
because he led the league in goals.
another plug.
in postseason.
We're in Minnesota.
Woodbury's close to us.
Whoa.
We won the Stanley Cup.
Woodbury
What?
was also in The Walking Dead. Another plug.
Oh, the governor.
Another plug.
Last sports news, I guess. NBA or MLB draft is currently going on, and Minnesota Twins had the first overall pick, and we drafted what's his name? Something Royce.
Prince Royce.
Rob Royce.
So I guess we'll see him in 5 years when he's good. I don't know.
Prince.
Okay.
Yeah.
Abba Baba.
Royce Lewis. Prince Royce is a singer.
No, that's just Prince.
I honestly love this beer. Thank you. This is really good.
Yeah, now you have a new one
Good
to get
pick.
hooked on.
Yeah, I'd be
Good
down for
choose.
this.
Good shoes?
Good choose.
I think we're all pretty caught up.
Big league shoes?
I don't think there's any other.
So,
That was my favorite.
Examples of Pilsners. Youngling.
Yuengling.
Budweiser. Grain Belt.
What is this? What?
Leinenkugels. Budweiser.
What is this? What are you saying?
Examples of
Heck no.
Pilsners.
Oh, those are pilsners. Okay.
Yeah.
You're a
Corona.
Google is a pilsner.
Coors.
Corona's a Pilsner? That
That's
doesn't
a
taste anything
lager.
like this.
No,
Yeah, it's a lager.
That's a lager.
Yeah, it's a
Oh.
lager.
You're a logger.
Oh, it's not as this. I was looking at Coors.
It's
and I
the
thought Corona.
Cerveza Le Mas Fini or something.
La cerveza más finir.
Yeah. I don't know. Whatever it says in
La
the.
cerveza más fina.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Means the
Words.
Fake news.
finest beer.
Trump is in the building.
Fake!
All
Phony.
right.
Oh, also in
Start-
sports, United States and Mexico played soccer yesterday.
Michael Bradley.
and they tied. Michael Bradley had the
Oh.
best goal I've seen in a while.
He pulled a Carly Lloyd.
I know it.
It was a
We all
stinger.
know it.
The best.
Ask
Also-
anyone.
Turn off the lights.
Carlos Vela's goal was also pretty good.
I didn't see it yet.
But
Hunter, put on the video.
it's a lot better than
There are the 2 goals.
Bradley's.
Do it when I go like this.
There's
Okay,
Michael Bradley.
Chicharito being harassed. Bradley's going to escape from Herrera. Bradley trying to chip Ochoa, and he scores! Michael Bradley!
Okay.
And now, wait. We're gonna wait a few seconds. This is look at him score. Wow.
Being harassed. Bradley's going to escape from Herrera. Bradley trying to chip Ochoa!
And the Carlos Dude's goal.
I hope we have the
Carlos
rights for
Dude.
this video.
Beasley the defender. Vela trying to find space on that left foot. He does now!
Unofficially, we have the rights. Look at those. That's really cool. 1-1.
What are they gonna do? Demonetize us?
Fuck.
And our 20 subscribers at the moment.
Hopefully it's late again.
Luckily we have 20. Hip hip.
Hooray! We can sing Happy Birthday now. It's not trademarked anymore.
Happy
birthday to you.
And
We can
it's
say
actually my
Happy
birthday in a week, so-
birthday to you. Give us a Happy birthday, dear Gerardo.
Alien head.
Happy birthday to you.
Okay, watch this.
Oh, we already did the
That's
goals.
Vela's goal. Just watch it.
Well, they're gonna. Okay.
I have a lot of goals.
Oh, that was that was cheeky. Now,
cheeky.
I think we're all caught up. Anyone have last minute news before we dive into the big news? Remember,
news?
stay tuned. E3 coming up. We're gonna talk about that. A separate video.
Turn off the lights!
All right.
Okay.
Any last
Danny,
minute
do
stuff you
have
want to
any
say?
news?
News.
Not like headline, just
Any
things
news?
catch up on your life. You want to announce? Any projects to stay tuned for? Videos, photos, you guys coming out, or something? I don't know. New art design.
Take a
I'm not
selfie.
coming out. Already came out.
Oh,
Okay.
personal news.
Yeah, like just like
I thought
pitches
you
about
meant,
your
like,
stuff. They're still catching up.
Actual news.
Before we
Not
dive
fake
in.
news.
No. We can dive in. Are you ready to dive in?
All right, that's all
All right. Who wants to kick it off with the Milky Way news news of the week? With
Newsiest news of the news
Let's
this
see.
week. Okay, you told me not to spill beer on there, and you have your beer set on your
Is it
computer.
spilling?
in the
It's
can.
a coaster.
Like the laptop,
Yeah, laptop.
Is it a
coaster.
roller
Yeah,
coaster?
the wild thing.
Boo.
Think we can play that song and get away with it?
Okay,
Wild thing. Dun-dun, dun-dun.
Instantly, just like
My
our
heart.
account just gets like deleted.
It doesn't exist.
I mean, we're not monetized, so we can't get demonetized.
Exactly.
5.4
Unofficially.
in a can?
Anyway,
Wait, I have to put
so
this upside down
last
to read it.
do it on yours. So last week, what did we talk about?
Gerardo
Last-
still recovered.
last
CRISPR?
Oh, news or debates?
News.
Okay,
News.
last week we focused
Oh, 2
on
weeks ago.
the
Terrorism.
Sorry,
trip,
2 weeks ago.
the NATO and G7,
G7.
and we just caught up about what we're doing this year.
Yes.
Um,
So recently, not this most recent Thursday, but the Thursday before that. Get out of here.
is this about the thing?
So, how Trump basically was like, "Yo,
What's that word?
We're pulling out of the
The
you guys
Paris
are
agreement.
Yeah,
Paris
the Paris
Climate
agreement.
Agreement.
Yes, exactly. So basically,
Always
Minnesota
Paris
is saying,
Never pull out.
"Screw that! We're having our own thing that we're doing." So they're planning on just
With other states.
What's that?
with other states, yes. But I'm just
12
more
other
focused
states. Okay.
on Minnesota because we're from Minnesota.
We're sponsored.
By Minnesota.
Unofficially, please don't sue us.
We're Pittsburgh, not Paris.
We're
You hear
the
about
Paris of the Midwest.
So the plan that
that?
was
You didn't hear about that?
adopted 10 years ago.
You heard about that. Did you hear about that?
What?
The
Yeah, I
Pittsburgh,
heard
not
about
Paris?
I heard about that.
When Trump
When
announced
Trump
we're
was
pulling
announced
out.
it, he was like, "We are Pittsburgh, not Paris," even though Pittsburgh voted for Hillary.
Yeah.
Wow.
Are you going to say your thing or not?
Can you not?
What's that say?
It
Presidents.
says, "My name is Matt."
Yes.
That's what he's.
All right,
that's
sorry,
what his
Matt,
news
go
is.
for it.
Okay, so President Trump's controversial decision to pull out the United States of the global climate deal struck. I'm reading wrong words. Let's see. It does.
Nobody
So
can do that like me.
Yeah, nobody can read words like Trump.
Thank you for doing this research. I do appreciate it.
yes.
I'm a
So
big fan.
the president's decision does, however, put future climate change leadership squarely in the hands of state and local governments rather than Washington D.C., which I like because then it's not like they're not just. We have
Yeah.
all control over that under a potentially huge
Well,
issue.
It's a Republican way to do it because Republicans are all for states'
State
rights.
power.
So
I guess the big deal is
Middle ground.
It
Trump
just-
is being a good Republican.
Yeah, I guess it just
I
kind of
guess.
it diverts the power of the federal government. So like New York, California started this.
Yeah.
Then a few days later, Minnesota and 9 others signed on to it.
Hawaii and Oregon,
Hawaii did too.
Washington.
And the really cool thing is, Jerry Brown, California's governor, went to China and met with their prime minister, I believe, literally hammering out deals like he's our president. So like, while some saying like America leaving like creates like oh no, our other country's gonna do this, like back out, this is bad. Well, almost half of our states already have signed on to keep the same agreements in place.
Yes.
So what do you think's the huge deal for Minnesota? Like, why is this important to us?
Well, mainly just because it's more or less why I chose this, because the whole climate change, everything, environmental safeness is something I'm very passionate about, and I'm glad that Minnesota is like, okay, we're stepping up, we're going to do our own thing, because it is very important.
Also, Minnesota is one of the states in there that has the least chances to like do clean energy.
Yeah.
Because we don't have oceans to like get energy from waves.
And we have all the
we don't get a
like
whole lot of
wasabi
sun
range
to get
to dig
solar
into the earth.
energy.
We can't
Yeah.
do thermal because of what
we
the
don't.
rock underneath
Yeah,
us.
we don't have. We're like completely flat, and
That's all radon. That just kills us.
the only thing that we can do is wind, pretty
Yeah.
much,
Some solar.
and nuclear. But nuclear is not. It's not technically a renewable
Yeah.
energy source.
But we're really good with wind.
Yeah.
And I think we're also like one of the states
windy
least
city.
at risks of climate change. The fact that like we're putting this under our like under our belt. I'd be interested to see what would happen if Dayton wasn't in power, because House and Senate is Republican controlled in Minnesota, but Democrat Dayton.
Just for 2 years, man.
Yeah, I hope.
Amen.
Our election will be interesting in a couple of years.
I'll be able to vote finally.
That's
What?
I can't wait for you.
Oh,
Okay.
A
nice.
few more months,
Just-
right?
Yeah, I'm still waiting to hear back from immigration.
Kind of banking off of that though, it's not like super crazy news, but also I'm sure you guys saw me share it on Facebook, the video of the new solar panel shingles.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I watched the
Those-
live stream last year.
yeah.
They announced it.
Yes,
Yeah.
those look so cool, and I think it's awesome. And like, what was it? I forget the details, but like up to
Yeah.
100 something mile per hour, like hail,
Mhm.
it's resistant against, so which is
Yeah.
really nice because that was kind of a lot of being very
Mhm.
skeptical of that.
Yeah. So that's Elon Musk's Solar City is coming out with those.
Yes.
And they're gonna also be put into the roofs of Teslas.
Yes.
They even when they announced those last year, which they made 4 houses in a cul-de-sac and they covered it with them. They look like regular shingles, but solar. And they did crush tests of different kinds of like ceramic and like regular shingles you'd find around the world.
And they're really affordable.
Yeah, they're cheap. They're
Yeah.
cheaper
Cheaper.
than regular
Yeah.
roofs,
Yeah.
and they're stronger.
The future is now.
And a lot of reasons residents don't have them, like regular homeowners, because they look ugly, like regular solar panels. But these are just regular tiles.
$21.85 per square foot. Is that what
And they're sold out until the first half of 2018
Yeah.
because they took $1,000 deposits and they just got taken right away. It's the future.
it's different styles I like that they are adapting to because like in different
Yeah,
like
because
cities
they have like
different
the,
like
the terracotta ones
yeah.
and then the
Yes.
Yeah.
160 kilometer per hour impact.
because that was the thing in the West. Just a bunch of the houses are like adobe houses, and like
Yeah.
then you have like this
Photoshop.
The sun is coming down
giant
anyway.
dark
Yeah.
blue
That's the crush
in your
yeah.
house, and it
Yep.
looks ugly.
Nice.
Then you can just have like terracotta ones that like blend into the adobe of the house.
So if you imagine a house with these solar tiles, the battery packs in the house to keep power at night, the Tesla, every house is essentially just self-sustained at this point.
generating
And then-
$64,000 in energy for a 2,000 square foot home in 30 years.
That's amazing.
Then you use wind energy for backup, like during the
Yeah.
winter where you get low
And then they'll
sun.
find out a way to get energy out of farts. And that'll be a third option.
Our farts.
Good thinking.
Well, sometimes
Like
when I
methane.
fart, I like stand up
Yeah.
because the
it's the
thrust.
Well,
Well, it's,
isn't-
it's
well,
methane. You
methane
can burn
is-
methane.
Yeah.
They
There
get
you
it's
go.
bigger
Then
polluted than
heat your house with
CO2.
farts.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not safe, but yeah. I think it's a bad
It's
connection.
a little cold. Hold up.
I have other
I
solar
got this,
panel
guys.
news.
Saving the earth.
Yes.
China just turned down the world's largest floating solar farm. I think someone shared this on Facebook too.
Fun fact.
Yes.
China.
Fake.
Yeah.
China is fake. It was all plot by the Chinese.
China is one of the biggest producers of pollution, but also is one of the biggest countries that have the most like renewable energy.
Yeah, and they have the more jobs in renewables than like a whole bunch of countries combined.
Yeah.
and their long-term investments
like
keep growing.
The top on both spectrums. I think
Yeah.
it's kind of funny.
Also, did you know that half of like most of the smog in San Francisco comes from China?
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, from
Wow.
just coming.
That's a
Yeah.
long way.
Um,
That's like across an ocean,
what?
right?
Which it's kind of disgusting. I mean, like when Fukushima happened, like the radiation and trash took like almost a year to get there, and the smog happens even quicker. But yeah, with the solar plant, so this happened last week. It's capable of producing 40 megawatts of power, which floats on a man-made lake in China's Anhui province near the city of Hunan, I believe. So the array is the largest floating solar project in the world. I believe they chose to put it there just because it's like a mining area or something, but this area is not sustainable for anything else, so they put the solar plant there. It will produce enough energy to power 15,000 homes, and yeah, that's about it. It's pretty cool. There's other news, but I
Fantastic.
didn't read the article right now.
China.
I love China.
So some of you may have seen this. A group of high school graduates that were accepted to Harvard had their acceptance letters taken away, and they were denied acceptance to Harvard, essentially.
Tell me why.
Oh,
Did you hear about this yet?
Ain't
No.
nothing
Okay.
but a party.
So a group
Tell
of
me
them,
why.
a group of these 10 freshmen, incoming freshmen, were in a private Facebook message group where they were sharing a whole bunch of offensive memes that apparently other people were in this and backed out, and I think they reported it because really awful things.
So like Pepe memes.
Now, okay, I have examples of the memes, and I don't want to say them because I might laugh, and they're really bad.
oh no.
So like,
Oh, they're not
they're
Pepe.
bad.
They're actually
No,
bad memes.
they're really, really offensive, and so Harvard found out and got rid of them. It's really, I mean, it's
Wow.
Oh. No.
that's
wow.
not okay.
No.
Well.
They're really bad.
Wow.
Yeah.
That
It's not okay. So
Wowzers.
screw these
Rough.
kids. I hope the next year of your life is really difficult. I hope you learned your lesson.
Look, I'm
It's
all
really
for
bad.
memes, but like some point you gotta draw the line.
Yeah, like, and this is really smart for an institution like Harvard to do this. It's a big deal. I think so.
Yeah.
Matt, you want to turn? Joe, you want to? You want to go?
Well, I want to talk a little about
You're gonna say UK, not yet.
the UK.
Not yet.
Okay.
That'll be our big one.
All right.
Okay. Do you guys know what WWDC is?
No.
Okay.
What WWDC?
DC.
Wild wacky dudes
Play the war, man.
Cropping.
cropping. Wild wacky dudes cropping.
I just
right?
got the news. Danny was just abducted by the alien.
Yeah.
It's okay. We'll
See you in a few weeks.
yeah.
So, WWDC is Apple's annual conference.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So, I always forget
What
what
does
it
it stand
means.
for?
I'm gonna check the quick.
World winning.
Worldwide Developers Conference.
Okay.
I see. Told you. See, I was halfway there.
Um,
Let me finish.
So this happened last Monday, so a day after we filmed our debate on CRISPR. Now, really underwhelming WWDC. Like, I actually didn't watch this one just because they don't have anything to announce. A few key things they announced. Apple HomePod. This will compete against Google Home and Amazon's Alexa. Big difference here is they're really emphasizing the speaker. Like, it sounds really good. It's not even close to being an AI assistant yet, but now they have something to compete with. For $350, probably the most reasonably priced Apple product to date.
Yeah.
That's not that bad.
Yeah.
They introduced a new Mac, the most powerful they've ever made. It comes with 22 teraflops, memory of 128 gigs,
What's teraflop?
4 terabytes of storage, and a whole bunch more stuff. $5,000 the new iMac Pro. Now, the operating system was called Sierra before, and now it's called High Sierra.
Sierra.
So creative, Apple.
Speed is automatic.
It's
supersonic.
High Sierra, dude.
Yeah, that's what they were going for.
Funky fresh.
The only people this concerns is people that are using an Apple computer every single day for insane things and need the extra speed, and you won't even notice. I don't think it's a big deal. Amazon's coming to Apple TV. New faces for the Apple Watch, I guess.
Who has an Apple Watch?
People that bought it day one and forgot they had it on their shelf. I have a yellow string from Izzy. Hi,
I
Izzy.
have a watch in my mom gave me for her birthday.
This string, I wrapped it around my wrist, tucked it under, never tied it. It's been on for over a month. Hasn't fallen. iOS 11. That's it. I don't care.
I do have some
come on.
news,
We
if you
can't
don't
be
mind.
biased.
Okay, fine. Two more. Okay, so iOS 11. Let's see what we got for this. There's new maps things. There's finally lane by lane navigation, so it can tell you which lane to be in. It took long enough.
Google already has that.
Yeah, I remember when Apple Maps came out and all the cities looked like crap. Like,
Yeah.
it's always been so many years behind.
Google has had like lane by lane navigation for like a year now.
The big thing for iOS 11, I'll put a picture up. When you swipe up to get to like the settings panel, they completely redid that. It looks much nicer, I think.
Isn't it like tiles?
It's tiles now, yeah. I think it looks nice. And then they have a new iPad Pro. They got rid of, I think, the 9-inch, and now it's a 10.5-inch. It's more bigger if you want one.
You can have it. You
I'll have
really
another
liked
one. That's pretty good.
I have another one.
it. The Danny's.
No.
I'm good.
Well, you bought it.
I'll take one home then.
Who's
or
Danny?
you can just take
Yeah, I
one.
don't know.
We have 2 extras, so.
You can leave it here. Or I can-
Siri has a new voice, I believe. I think it's
Is it sexier now?
it's just some dude. I think.
you can get sexy.
Some
in
dude.
web series now.
Some dude doing Siri's voice.
Yeah. So kind of underwhelming for WWDC. Do it again. Dope.
Okay, so you guys know who Alex Jones is, right?
Who is he?
No, don't say Megyn Kelly.
Yes. Have you watched the interview with Megyn Kelly?
I can't let them have my viewer. I can't. I'm gonna watch it. Did you?
I haven't watched.
to
I haven't
watch
watched
it.
it. I read the transcript.
How was it? Tell me about it.
He
We'll set the scene
doubled-
first. People that know. Set the scene.
If you guys don't know who Alex Jones is, you're missing out. Alex Jones is a big conspiracy theorist guy that has a YouTube news show. He believes that government puts chemicals in the water that turns the frog gay.
And Sandy Hook was fake, and he's mean to the families. Are you fucking kidding me?
That's all that he did in that interview. He doubled down on Sandy Hook and told him that the families were actors and it was faked by the government.
Now, Megyn Kelly, who was on Fox for like 10 years after the whole sexual harassment thing, decides, hey, ignore everything I said before. Let's go be liberal on NBC. Gives this maniac the biggest platform Sunday night on a basic news. Is that what you call it? Basic news network?
Yeah,
Millions of people watching.
It is like national news.
It legitimizes him. Now, how does this shape out? What happened on it?
Ooh,
Excuse you.
beer came back.
Piss me off.
So he started talking about all the conspiracy theories that he believes, like the 1995 Oklahoma City bombings. They were faked. They were staged. 9/11. It was staged. Sandy Hook. It was staged.
How does Megyn Kelly respond to all this? Does she just like, what else do you think? Or does she like, you're an idiot? Why do you mean?
Well, I don't know because I didn't watch it.
The transcript doesn't say.
I couldn't really tell from the
Okay.
transcript.
Megyn Kelly, I'm gonna watch this week. If you did not do a good job of delegitimizing this dude, I will come after you on episode 3 in 2 weeks. I pray to God.
Serious.
I pray to God that isn't real. Or is real. Israel. I'm going to Israel.
So here I have a quote here.
So good.
Megyn Kelly says, "When you say that parents fake their children's deaths, people get upset." Alex Jones responds, "But they don't get angry about 500,000 dead Iraqis killed by sanctions."
So he just brings up a new topic that's not related. Oh, what does she respond?
Then she says the response was a dodge, and then he denies it, saying, "I looked at all the angles about Newtown. I made my statement before the other media picked it up."
So he's just pushing blame off to the other media that covered his thing?
Yeah.
Dude, Alex Jones, eat something bad.
Alex, I mean, as funny as Alex Jones memes are, he's done a lot of harm with
much.
with his theories. Sandy Hook, the Chobani thing. If you guys don't know what the
Greenbolt.
Chobani thing is, he claimed that the Chobani owner, Turkish dude, was bringing refugees from Syria to Idaho to rape people, like rape employees.
Pizzagate, too.
Pizzagate, all that stuff. And Chobani sued him, and I believe they settled, didn't they?
Yeah, he had to apologize on air.
Yeah, he had to publicly apologize.
But
I think that's why it was part of the settlement.
He changes the media landscape, which is the biggest negative effect, because it just changes how people want their news and like what they watch. And okay, then the other thing, going back to him just being an idiot and funny memes. So in reality, so like the real before and after pictures he posted of his supplement stuff he sells.
He just gets redder.
Yeah, his body doesn't change. He's just redder in one of the photos. Are you kidding me? What? Oh, I'm done.
He's just
Also,
he's
in other
a living,
news,
breathing.
Puerto Rico voted
Yesterday.
They won statehood.
Only 23% of voters voted.
I know, that's so low. But now it's up to the Congress to accept or deny the request. Which they'll most likely deny.
Congressional Republicans are in charge. If they say no, people that voted yes for statehood, very few of them, but a majority, did so because Puerto Rico is in severe debt and becoming a state could help them with that. Now, Puerto Ricans are predominantly liberal-leaning. If Republicans decline statehood, now also there's financial issues, but I think part of the reason would be because 2018 is coming up, and having a 51st state, which is Democrat, would really hurt their chances in the midterms. That's what I think.
It was 97% of those 27 total that voted. 97% voted for statehood.
So, yeah, really simple election, but yeah. We'll dive into UK's thing soon. On a lighter note, Gerardo saw Wonder Woman.
Oh yeah,
I saw Wonder Woman. You have not. Okay.
Been too busy.
Do you want to tackle? You lead this one. How do you want to tackle this?
Wonder Woman is amazing.
Don't spoil it. I still want to see
No spoilers.
it.
Okay,
No
that's fair.
spoilers. No spoilers. I love that. First, it's the first colored DC movie that has actual colors like blue and red and gold and not sepias. What's her name? Gal Gadot, amazing. Chris Pine, amazing.
He was fantastic. They both were.
World War One. I love that they brought World War One back to the spotlight because it's such an important war that gets overlooked.
They handled it so
much.
well. The weapons and vehicles were awesome. The two things I want to... Okay, so the movie was amazing. We'll get back to that. Two things I want to complain about. The country of Jordan, I think I said this before, pulled all... Lebanon. So the actress served in the Israeli army and...
Like everyone in Israel has to do.
Yeah, mandatory. The whole country, like, no, you can't see this movie now just because of their political issues. And a woman director produced Wonder Woman. And look at every superhero movie produced by Marvel and DC. The directors all do multiple films. They're all signed in like, hey, do multiple ones. A woman director comes to the line. She was only signed on for one movie. She is still not signed on for a sequel yet. Are you kidding me?
They are going to make a sequel.
But the fact that she wasn't.
That's the best reviewed and biggest opening
since The Dark Knight
DC.
for DC.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just the fact that, like, hey, you're wrong, we're not going to give the sequel to you right away. Are you... Wow. But amazing.
Yeah, if they do a sequel in World War II,
yeah,
I'd love it. Like if they every movie is a different war. So Wonder Woman 3 would be like the Korean War. Wonder Woman 4 would be like the Gulf War, not Vietnam because we don't talk about Vietnam.
What's that? How do you do that though? Because the end of the movie is present day.
Well, Ares just keeps coming back.
Okay, that amazed me. I didn't know the whole Greek god thing was going on.
Yeah.
And I knew, honestly... Sorry, Matt. I'm trying not to say anymore. There's no Greek gods. Roman gods.
He's talking about the yogurt brand.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know anything about...
Full circle.
I thought it was a different planet. It was new to me. Like, everything about, like, the Amazons, where they were and how they got contacted, and how they handled the first, 20 minutes was perfect. All of that I loved. It was all new to me. I didn't know anything about it.
Okay. Only thing I want to complain about. This is not a spoiler, Matt.
It's okay. I already kind of had a major part spoiled.
So, the Wonder Woman lives in the island of Themyscira, I think it's called.
I believe you.
So it's supposed to be a Greek island, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Chris Pine is in the Ottoman Empire, and he's fleeing when he crashes into Themyscira, right?
Yeah, because he's a certain thing you'll find out during the movie.
Okay. So that makes sense that the island is in Greece, because Turkey, Greece, they're right next to each other.
And Turkey's
They
working
make it to London in one night.
How do we know it was one night? Because she was asleep on the boat.
Because they sleep and then they wake up and then Chris Pine is awake and he says, "Oh, we caught a ride." You have to go around Europe.
You're right. That and she conveniently woke up when they're in the Channel with in the heart of London.
They're going through the Thames River.
Yeah,
and then,
convenient wake up time. But I'll get this. I'm a huge finicky guy in movies. I point out little things. I was so into that movie, I didn't even notice that. So good for you. Also, I hate that you noticed it during the movie because it would have been so much better if you could have watched it and just been completely into it and not noticed. But it was really cool.
I noticed that. I was like, it's like, oh, they're gonna have like a funny couple scenes while they're on the boat trying to get to England, and then Chris Pine's trying to figure out where he's at, and they're like, nope, next scene they're in England.
Yeah.
They wake up and they're in the middle of London.
But yeah, I started the drive-in, and I'm really happy drive-ins are still around.
The one.
Yeah, Valley
The
High.
one
Shout out to
Minnesota.
Woodbury again, or Oakdale, whatever.
Whatever, one of
Lake
those.
Elmo.
It was such a good movie. I loved it. At times it reminded me a little bit of
Captain America.
when the first one.
Yeah, when she's... Okay, I'm not gonna say it because that's a spoiler.
Okay, but yeah, I loved it. And it was so good. I loved everything about it. Please do not do a sequel in modern day.
No, World War II has to be the obvious sequel.
Or yeah, I'm down with World War II, and if they do another one, which I think this could be a whole spin-off. You don't have to connect everything. Do it. You don't necessarily do every big war. Do like smaller things that are really like important in history but not recognized. Like not this, but let's say like something similar to the Falkland War. Something really important to a lot of people, but we don't recognize it.
The 1990s
U.S.
invasion of Somalia.
Yeah. Black Hawk Down with Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
That'd be something.
She's out there killing Somali pirates.
She's the captain now.
I'm the captain now.
You know that guy's from Minnesota?
Yeah, and he didn't get paid shit for that movie.
I know.
First full circle again.
It's weird how let's come back to Minnesota. They could live there or something.
He's from those towers in Minneapolis.
We'll get to that.
What are they
I
called?
know.
What are they called, those towers in Minneapolis where all Somalis immigrants live?
People call us Somaliville, but those buildings won like an architectural prize when they were made.
Yeah.
Not sure what they're called. The Stacks?
Like River... Something River.
Well, River,
not Riverview.
No, but the tall apartment by the other bridge is River something. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I have one more news that I can recall. I don't really know much about this, but a Swiss company called Climeworks will turn on the first commercial plant to suck CO2 out of the air and feed it to vegetables in a neighboring greenhouse. This is located in Switzerland. The plant stands 40 feet tall and is basically a rectangular wall of oversized dryers that are stacked 3 high. Let's see here.
It'll do that for the butter wall.
Put CO2 things on there. Bye, camera. That's okay. I think the other ones are still going.
We can like suck the CO2 from Mexico and use it to grow plants in America.
I think this, so it's not going to be running at full capacity because it's new, but I think it said I could get like up to, so the company has an ambitious goal of capturing 1% of global CO2 emissions by 2025. That would require 750,000 of their modular plants in operation. To get there, they need to cut costs by a quarter to a third and land a lot more customers. So it's progress. This is all going back to the Paris steel countries are trying to make a difference. I saw that. I love it. Hunter, put this meme up.
I'll save it for you.
Put your face. It's already here.
Thanks. I think I probably have more for news, but I forgot. What else you got before we get to the UK?
Not really anything.
What can we do season 2? Gerardo, you have any? What else happened that we can share? Politics, Trump.
Not really. I mean, there was like a clickbaity article that it says by Yahoo. New cancer drug is so effective against tumors that FDA approved it immediately. It's not really.
You suck,
I think
Yahoo,
it is.
and your female CEO because you're bad at running a company.
Sorry.
I forgive you. United Kingdom, you're up to bat. The best meme I've seen so far, put this up right now. This is from, that's on my phone, I can't show you guys right now. It's from the Sniper Elite games.
Yeah.
And so it's a close-up of a dude about to get shot.
Yeah, we know that.
So it shows the skull, and the bullet's closing in on him. On his face, it says Theresa May's chances of winning the election, and on the bullet it says Theresa May. She's ready to implode her. A couple weeks ago, she had like a 60%, like an insane chance of coming out stronger for Brexit and sweeping the election. Now, some amazing dude named Jeremy Corbyn has only been in government his entire life. Did like 900, an insane number of rallies. Gerardo, take it away.
Okay, so if you guys don't know, Great Britain had an election this year, or a couple of weeks, or last week.
That she called.
Yes. So, if you guys don't know, Great Britain was supposed to have an election not until 2020. So, because of the whole Brexit thing, their previous Prime Minister, David Cameron, renounced because he felt like he wasn't representing the people because he was really against Brexit, and Brexit won.
And he fucked a pig's head.
He resigned. That's a Black Mirror episode.
Is it?
Oh no,
It's
no.
John Oliver.
The prime minister fucks a pig, not a pig's head.
Okay.
All right.
You guys, you should really watch Black Mirror.
I've been told.
Yeah, you've seen the episode I'm talking about?
I haven't seen that one.
It's the very first episode.
I've never seen an episode of that.
It's on
really
Netflix.
Good.
It's really good. You're gonna like it.
I still need to watch Masters and Not a House of Cards.
It's a British TV show, or the first 3 seasons are. The last 4th season was picked up by Netflix, but still produced in England. So
Okay.
I think it's only like 6 episodes a season, but they're each like an hour long.
Is each one its own different?
Yeah, each
Okay.
one is like its own different story. It's kind of like the Twilight Zone.
Oh.
With like a modern,
Like a
futuristic
modern-
feel.
Yeah.
Okay. Check it out. Black Mirror, unofficial sponsor.
Anyway,
Us.
so David Cameron resigns, and then Theresa May becomes the leader of the Conservative Party.
Boo!
And then she goes to power. So, in order to facilitate Brexit negotiations, she calls for a special election, or it has a name. I can't remember what it's
Snap?
called. Snap election. She calls for a snap
I
election.
can't snap. Thank you. Now I feel
Uh,
Snap.
She calls for a snap election.
bad. Yeah, but
So she thinks that because people voted for Brexit in the referendum, people in England are more left or right wing leaning, so they're gonna vote for more right wing MPs. And like Hunter said, 2 weeks before the election, the Conservatives had like 60% of the vote on the polls. Come election day, exit polls come in. Doesn't look good for the Conservatives. Jeremy Corbyn, the leader of the Labour Party, the left-wing party, a little more left-leaning than our Democrats, closer to like Bernie Sanders ideology than Hillary Clinton ideology. Actually, the Conservatives in England are closer to the Democrats of the United States.
But to be fair, most of the people in the Labour Party for decades have shunned Jeremy Corbyn and said he's too radical because people will never agree with him and give him the power, which they were proven wrong with.
Yeah, like this is like the political spectrum. This is the right.
They're left. They're left.
This is the left. This is the right. The Labour Party is right here, and then the Conservative Party is like right here. But right now, under Jeremy Corbyn, they're like over here. So
What happens?
time comes, and elections come out, and Theresa May was hoping to get a definite majority in Parliament. It turns on her, and she does not get the majority that she had before. They lose seats.
12 seats.
And it's end up in a hung Parliament, meaning that no one has a definite majority of Parliament.
Yeah.
So what does the Conservative Party do to keep the government going? They form a coalition with the
Or they're trying
DUP,
to.
or they're trying to with the DUP. The DUP is Northern Ireland's
Anti-gay, anti-everything.
like far right party, like even farther right
Yeah.
than the Tea Party here in the United States.
so they get the
Yeah,
majority.
that's pretty far.
So they get the majority. The Conservative Party, who is pro-abortion and like pro-legalization of like drugs, it's forming a coalition with like super right party that it's anti-abortion, anti-gay marriage, anti-legalization in order
Yeah.
to get the majority
Mhm.
of the government. So it's going to be interesting in the next couple of years because they have until 2019 to fully get out of the European Union. Are you right?
Yeah, I'm making
Yeah.
sure it's still recording.
So there can be like 2 ways to do it. This was John Oliver's last night.
Yeah, really good episode.
It's really informative. So there are like 2 ways to exit. There's like the soft exit and the hard exit.
Cheese!
Pretty much the soft exit is everything goes the way that England wants. Hard exit, they have to compromise a lot with the European Union, like, and then like the end of the cliff is they get out of the EU, nothing gets resolved. It's complete chaos.
Yeah, it's...
So it's gonna be interesting in the next couple of years.
Yeah.
Also, Lord Buckethead and Mr.
Pictures.
Mr.
Fishfinger.
Mr. Fishfinger. I think Lord Buckethead got like 300 votes, and Mr. Fishfinger got like 12 votes.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Solid.
So like joke candidates.
But Buckethead is an intergalactic lord, and
he's for the abolition of lordship, except for his own.
Yeah. And, yeah. Look at him. Look at him. Lord Buckethead. Look at his head.
It's a bucket.
Yeah, it's like 2 feet tall.
I'd vote for him.
Now, here's the deal. So, Theresa May, you played yourself. You're a fool. You got wrecked. You screwed yourself. Jeremy Corbyn, I think yesterday, said he'll have Theresa May out in a few days, and he could be prime minister. Like, you literally just like gave it away.
So if Corbyn becomes prime minister, does he pull out of Brexit? Can he pull out of Brexit?
Here's what I'm questioning. I assumed yes entire time, but the only reason I'm skeptical during John Oliver's episode, and I totally trust him, very credible. He did not say a single thing about the possibility of them just stopping Brexit. I don't know if it's actually possible. It has to be. I mean, if you're in charge, you just say, "Hey, never mind."
Or at least try to do the softest Brexit you can, and then go back.
Yeah, I think it's possible. I really do, and I think it'll happen. Now, the big issue of this, hey, just like the fact that you can be unhappy with the government and change it. Was it mixed proportional MPP? What's it called? Mixed proportional. They have a mixed proportional government. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, it's a lot different than the way the United States handles elections.
It is
government.
a better system. It is not perfect. I think it is so much better.
Yeah, because the MP gets directly elected by the people.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to go through like all that electoral college stuff.
Yeah, it is. It's just and more parties get a say. You can have other I mean, you can get the issue of parties aligning with each other to get a majority, and it's not fair at times. But you get more people having a greater input.
Yep. And I like that every party has their base. So, like, the DUP, it's based in Northern Ireland. Then you have the Scottish National Party, which is based in Scotland. Then you have the Labour Party, which is based on North Islington. I believe that's where it's from.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I can't remember where the Conservative Party is from. So you have like parties representing the ideals of certain regions of the country. I think that would be a good thing in the United States. So you have something like the Western Liberal Party representing like California and Portland and Seattle. And you have like the Midwestern Conservative Party or like the Midwestern Liberal Party that represent like it's based in Minnesota because we're pretty much the only liberal Midwestern state.
We are.
So even like they even have like a party that has ties with terrorism, which is Sinn Féin, or is it called Sinn Féin?
I'm not sure.
It's based in Northern Ireland. They have deep connections with IRA, which is the Irish Revolutionary Army.
Yeah.
Terrorist group.
Terrorists.
Sinn Féin. I love saying that.
Oh yeah, you said you wanted to say that today.
I fucking love saying Sinn Féin. What'd you call me?
So possibly the next couple of days will be really interesting to see what happens. If Jeremy Corbyn's in power during our debates, we're just going to say that because it's not related to the debate, but that's an important news we should say. Because that could totally change the status quo.
Does it also, it might change the way we see liberals in the United States.
Yeah.
And having one of our closest allies be liberals.
And I mean, Bernie could be even more validated then that more people could keep moving left. I mean, the youth, they're already with them. But if you get the older liberals coming to farther left also, which is hard to do because usually when you're middle-aged, you become more towards the middle.
Yeah, the older you grow, the more right you become.
Yeah. And
that's the case for me.
Really?
Yeah, the last couple not couple years, but this last year, I've my tendencies have turned a little bit to the right.
Are you talking like financial or social?
Financially, I'm leaning more to the right. Socially, I'm still far left.
That makes sense. I'd have a hard time understanding people moving towards the right socially. Like, actually, I don't want gays to get married, or I don't want to understand that part.
Financially, as you get older, financially, you start moving towards the right.
I think you have to make a conscious effort to stay left financially. You want to keep you'd have to keep the greater good in mind and not focus on yourself.
But it's hard. As you grow up, it gets harder because then you start to have to look like for yourself, and then after you get married, you have to start looking for your wife. After you have kids, you have to start looking for your kids.
Yep.
So you're like, I have to support my family. I don't want to give my money to the poor people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
now a couple quick political news topics from today. Attorney generals in D.C. and Maryland sued Trump for violating enrollment clauses. Basically, Trump should not be allowed to receive gifts and money from foreign countries. A second Supreme Court has... no, this one's different. Another federal appeals court upholded the block on Trump's travel ban, and a representative today introduced the Covfefe Act, which, if turned into law, would prohibit any president, basically anyone, from deleting tweets or online posts, as they should be like a
presidential record.
Which the U.S. Congressional Libraries, like 2 years ago, like, hey, we should keep these for historical records.
Also, president should not be able to keep his personal account while they're president.
Yeah.
They should use the president of the United States account.
Yeah,
like Obama
right.
did.
Yep. And then he came back on, he's like, this thing still work? And it got like 100,000 retweets. It's like, put it to the side for a little bit.
After they're done being president, they can go back to the personal account. But while they're president, you use the president's account.
Now, we are just passing the 58-minute mark. We are going to start recording E3 in about an hour.
Also, I saw a tweet from Bernie Sanders, which I thought was pretty savage.
Matt, do you have any other news or anything you want to contribute? What questions on the UK, or is there any other headlines you want to share?
Not really.
Okay.
I'm worried.
I imagine when in 2 weeks when we do episode 3 of Milky Way News, hard to say what the topics are going to be. I assume we will talk more about the European issues. Jeff Sessions is going to testify soon. Jim Comey just did. Now it's Jeff Sessions' turn. We might talk about that. Anything could pop up they want to talk about.
Okay, so here's Bernie's tweet. Breaking, Senate Republicans just released a schedule of hearings, committee markups, and public testimony for their healthcare bill. It's a picture of a blank piece of paper.
Yes, that is sad. Really unfortunate. It's disgusting. Because when Obamacare happened, even though Democrats will admit it wasn't perfect, they went through the commission and had Republican amendments were accepted, but Republicans doing this backdoor bullshit are not having any committee hearings and no amendments are being accepted yet. They're trying to push it through. Like, this isn't even acceptable. Anyway, NASA's new astronauts, 12 astronauts have been announced as the new class. Here's a photo of them. That's the next guy. One of them works for SpaceX. One of them was a marine biologist. Shows any path you do could lead you to SpaceX. I only have one photo.
We'll show it again.
Boom! 3 times?
Yeah, 3 times.
Do the Inception noise.
Boom! can find it. I can find it.
I can find you. You're right. Right here.
Thanks.
Good job.
I don't know what else there is for news. I'm excited for E3. We're about to start talking about it.
Papa bless.
One of our favorite YouTubers, Ethan Klein, H3 Productions, just reached 4 million subscribers.
Wow.
Papa bless.
Congratulations.
He was in
Ethan.
Vsauce's 3's new video.
Yeah, he was.
I like
him and his wife.
Hila.
Hila.
It is Gila. I don't know if you, but he addressed it, or like he says Ela, but he's been pronouncing it wrong for like the whole time they've been together for like years.
Okay.
He's like, no, it is Gila, but I just say it wrong.
It just feels good to be doing this. This is
Damn, it feels good to be Mexican.
You tweeted something really funny. The soccer match.
Oh yeah. So you know the picture of Donald Trump hitting the button saying "wall." So after Mexico tied with the United States, I tweeted when Mexico and the U.S. tie in soccer, and had a picture of Donald Trump. Wall.
I guess the last thing I have to think of on top of my head. Rex Tillerson, U.S. asshole, was in New Zealand last week. Special place to my heart. In my heart. A whole bunch of protesters, like I think it was hundreds, were waiting for him and flipped off the motorcade. Like, a whole bunch of people. And that means a lot, because I went to the climate march in New Zealand. Like, seeing these people, like, go out just to flip off Rex. And, yeah, it's time for shout-outs. Who do you want to shout out this week?
I don't even know.
Obama.
Shout out to Colin. What's up, man?
Colin and Lucas, we'll see you next week. D&D.
Shout out to my dad, because you're great.
Who do I have to shout out?
Shout out to
You're
our
great
unofficial sponsor, Bauhaus Beer, for making one delicious beer.
That was Bauhaus
Yes.
and Germany. I guess shout out. I don't think you're gonna watch. Shout out to Izzy.
Shout out to...
Who's Izzy?
My friend from New Zealand.
Oh,
Shout
hi,
out to
Izzy.
shout out to the Walker Sculpture Garden. I went there for the reopening. That was cool.
God, that smells good too.
Shout out
to cleaning supplies.
yeah. What would life be without them?
Dude, it'd be
It'd
a
be in the
dirty,
Middle Ages.
filthy place.
And you know what? Gamers, it's E3.
Shout out to video games.
Yeah. Shout out to shout outs.
Yeah.
I didn't tell anyone I do a shout out this week, so I don't have any names prepared. But
Shout out to sneezes.
if you wished me best of luck in my Israel endeavors in Israel and being accepted, I was accepted, so thank you.
Are you going to convert
to
Judaism?
No.
You should.
If you're nothing and you go to something, does that mean converting?
Yeah.
I mean, so you don't believe in anything?
That's the new cool
I'm not
hip
asking about
thing.
me personally, about a friend.
That's the new cool hip religion.
You have
All
friends?
the cool kids
No.
are joining.
Someday I plan on it. Say something funny.
Something funny.
I got a peanut on my penis.